Alrighty,
No.
welcome in. I am not a pincushion, Mr. Whiskers. Oh,
Yeah, I know. Fucking Simba was my pincushion this morning.
oh, well, that's something we'll talk
What?
about in a minute.
What?
Let me share links and get people in here, and then I'll pull it back up. But yeah, something crazy happened here in Pennsylvania, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until just now. I looked and saw it on YouTube as I was getting ready to share links.
That's interesting.
That it is.
Simba.
Hey Jay.
Yeah.
Hey Elmo, welcome in? How you doing?
Hey, Elmo.
Elmo, how'd you like that video I shared to you? That was great. A friend of mine shared that to me. I'm like, I got to share that on Discord.
Yeah, I felt proud of myself for getting the my shit organized. I completely forgot that my dad bought all of that, and it was here. So yeah, like you saw with the coffee, I'm not gonna run out of coffee for a while.
That's good though.
Yeah. And I even like put on top like which ones they were because some of them are flavored and some of them are not. But they're different roast kinds. So like dark roast, light roast, medium. I don't want to mix them.
I
Yeah, I looked up.
mix flavors all the time.
I wouldn't want to mix pumpkin spice with some shit.
Yeah, that might be bad.
I'll be like, ugh.
Elmo says funny. Oh hell, I forgot to change the. Hold on. Come on. You can do it.
There's we go. Fuck.
Alright, let's see here. There we go. Shay says, sure, Jamie, can't say hi to me. I know you hate me.
Hi.
I know nothing about that. Oh my. Actually, it turned out to be a really nice day, except for that wind. The wind's still brutal.
Making it cold?
Yeah, it's cooling it down, but not horrible. I mean, it's still decent if you can get out of the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this here.
That's mid 80s here.
Oh no, we're nothing even close to that. Home.
That was summertime.
Okay.
Then tomorrow it'll be in the 60s.
I'm going to download this. Well, we'll just talk about it here. I'll play it. Now, Kamala Harris. This is Black and White Network here.
Well, if you guys remember when Joe Biden was ousted by his own political party after the Trump debate, they installed Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala Harris ended up choosing Minnesota Governor Tampon Tim Walz. I guess they thought that he was the one that could actually get men to vote for Kamala Harris. They were gravely mistaken, folks. Gravely mistaken because President Trump won big. Every single swing state.
No.
Now, before Tampon Tim, there was actually talk about maybe Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, may actually be the man to be Kamala Harris's running mate. But apparently, guys, we all know how the far left is. They don't like Jews. And Josh Shapiro is Jewish. So apparently he was actually sidelined because of that. Now, I do believe overall, Josh Shapiro is a much better candidate than Tampon Tim Walz. I mean, even Josh Shapiro, even though he's a Democrat, didn't put tampons in the boys' restroom. And the Democrats, man, they definitely have an anti-Semitism problem over there on the left. They definitely do. You guys saw all of the riots out there at these universities, people hating Jews and stuff like that. It got really, really crazy, guys.
Let me get to where he's actually talking about an article here.
Today, guys, we found out that the governor's mansion in Pennsylvania got firebombed.
Okay, did you hear that? Did you hear what he said there? They firebombed the governor's mansion here in Pennsylvania.
That's interesting.
That is crazy to me.
That's nuts.
Cassie asked, what brand of coffee, Jamie?
Blackout.
Hi, Cassie.
And there's one Black Rifle.
Aha.
That was a present, our birthday present for me, so I'll drink that. But that'll be the last of Black Rifle.
So yeah, I was very surprised to see that pop up in my feed. But I'm not surprised. We have some really crazy nut jobs here in Pennsylvania right now. And yeah, they'll do all kinds of crazy shit. So, oh my. What else is going on? Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Not much. I organized. That's about all I did today.
Let me look up the article. I don't want to keep playing off of that, but actually, I'll use the iPhone to look the article up. Cassie said she drinks the blackout coffee.
Yeah, my favorite flavor right now is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or the Cinnamon French Toast, yeah. And I ran out of that, so you can tell that was my favorite.
Dope.
And I had a cinnamon roll coffee creamer with it, so it was like perfect. Now I'm going to be making iced coffee. Put ice in the coffee and shit. Because it's summertime.
So this is from Fox News. Yeah, I drink the same. That's what we drink here, Jay. 8 o'clock coffee. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro and family evacuated from governor's mansion after suspected arsonist sets fire. Early Sunday afternoon, after authorities say a suspected arsonist set fire to the residence, the fire broke out overnight after Shapiro, considered a potential presidential contender for the Democrat Party in 2028, and his family celebrated the first night of the Jewish holiday of Passover. Shapiro posted on X that he and his family awoke at about 2 a.m. to police banging on their door after an arsonist set fire to the governor's residence. Thank God no one was injured and that the fire was extinguished, Shapiro wrote. Every day we stand with the law enforcement and first responders who run towards danger and protect our communities. Last night they did so for our family, and Lori and I are eternally grateful for them for keeping us safe. Huh.
That's a different tune.
Right? So, yeah, apparently he was home, and him and his families were home. It was a left-winger. Not CNN didn't mention one part of anti-Semitism. Yeah, they wouldn't. Ay, ay, ay. Crazy stuff.
Yep. Or
Almost as if it was a Trump guy, they would blast right-wing extremists. Yeah, that would definitely not surprise me, Elmo. They like to downplay their side and try to play up our side. But yeah, to our Jewish friends, happy Passover. All right, let's see here. Let's look up today's headlines.
no, that did.
What's that?
I said that did.
Oh no, I said I'm looking up today's headlines. I'm pulling that up now.
Oh.
Pocahontas is running her fat mouth again. Trump's tariff policy is all chaos and corruption. She's such a fucking idiot. She's so far out there. She's going against most people in her own fucking party at this point. Have come aboard with the tariffs. They finally see what's going on with it. All right, Daniel, hurry back, bud. Oh wow, that's interesting, Jay. Jay sent me a picture of bacon. It's Hormel Black Label, and it's cinnamon toast crunch cinnamon put on the bacon.
Interesting.
I do not know how I feel about that.
Kind of sounds nasty.
I mean, I'd try it once just to say I tried it. But after that, I think I'd be like throwing up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might surprise you.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the candied bacon. I mean, that's actually good.
Yeah.
And you would never think that it would be good.
Please don't be somebody I know. Please don't be somebody I know. Lancaster County man hits wife with vehicle while under the influence. Flees the scene, police say. How shitty of a husband do you have to be that you get drunk, run over your own wife, and then you just fucking let her there? Yeah.
I don't know. You have to be pretty bad hat off.
Lancaster County man hit his wife with a vehicle while driving under the influence and fled the scene, according to Pennsylvania State Police. The incident happened in the area of Friendly Drive in East Drumore Township around 9:30 p.m. Wednesday. Troopers responded to the scene and found a 20-year-old woman suffering from non-life-threatening injuries at the entrance of a Dollar General, according to the affidavit of probable cause. Officers said they approached the woman. She was in clear distress and fear of her life. The affidavit said the 20-year-old shows signs of being in shock and suffered a partial stress-induced seizure, according to the affidavit. The woman was transported to Lancaster General Hospital for medical evaluation. After investigating, police determined the woman was inside a vehicle being driven by her husband, Jacob Ellsburn, 19, of New Providence, according to police. The woman exited the vehicle after having an altercation with her husband. He then struck his wife with the vehicle and fled the scene. Troopers soon found him and determined that he was under the influence of alcohol. He was taken into custody and charged with aggravated assault by vehicle and driving under the influence. And I wonder how many times it's been that he's been charged. I mean, they didn't charge him with underage drinking. I mean, the fucker's only 19. Why is that not one of the charges?
I don't know. They're probably going to add more.
I would assume
onto
so.
them. If they don't, then I'll be shocked with that one, because it's like.
Andrea said, "Yuck, Jay, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Black Label Bacon, really? Yuck." What's NBC got going on here?
Stomach is upset, so I took my Zofran. Yay!
Zofran is very, very good to your stomach when you need it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. The UK is having an issue right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it says here, mountains of trash and cat-sized rats as garbage workers strike in UK's second largest city, which is Birmingham.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dave.
Never heard of that. Hi, Dave.
He's coughing.
Never heard of that.
He's coughing because it's 4:20 here. He says, "You're not getting little rats anymore," one resident told NBC. They're getting cat size. Birmingham, England, a thick stench filled the air as Guillem Murtaz, that's an English name right there, Qureshi, pointed to a huge pile of garbage rotting steps away from the entrance of his fast food joint in Britain's second largest city of Birmingham. "How can I open my shop now?" he asked. It's a food business and there's rubbish everywhere. Worse than the pungent smell, he said, were the rats and mice, whose population has grown exponentially as the thousands of tons of waste has gotten bigger and bigger during a 6-week standoff between striking garbage truck workers and the Birmingham City Council over pay. It's now a health issue, he said. Oh my. Dave said 9 and 2. 9 people watching and only 2 likes. Uh-oh. Dave's not happy.
And when Dave's not happy, nobody's happy.
So.
Oh, he sent me that too, that picture.
Did
I
he?
just now saw it. Yeah. Sorry, Jay, I was charging up my phone and stuff and didn't see the text until now. Whoops. Hi, shithead.
Peter
Those
Navarro.
little.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it was Skittles. They called shithead.
Daniel says,
Because I can.
Daniel says, where's the Pied Piper when you need him? Right. Peter Navarro denies tensions with Elon Musk after Musk calls him a moron. I've been called worse, the White House trade advisor says. Right? I mean, you can't work with all these people who are high-profile people and get all pissed off when you get called a name. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that would be like me getting pissed off because one of you guys called me a name. I don't give a shit. We all do it. Shit happens. National Guard to help Albuquerque fight crime, but some wonder if it's necessary.
No, it's necessary.
I'm sure it is.
The National doesn't get calls for just nothing.
Yeah, that. So now they're saying that helicopter that crashed into the Hudson River, it didn't have flight recorders on it, and like when you watch the video, the whole ass end of the chopper falls off. And I'm just thinking, did he put that together himself?
Could have.
It made no sense to me. Jay said, thought you called me a shithead. I was cool with it.
No, you are a shithead, but not the shithead I was talking to.
Daniel says no one's going to get along 100% of the time. We are different. Yep, that we are.
This is true. Not everyone's gonna like us.
Alright, is this somebody I liked? Yeah, I think I did. Dazed and confused actor Nicky Katt dies at 54.
Damn, that young.
Yeah. His death was confirmed by his attorney John Sloth, though no other details were disclosed. So we do not know what caused his death at this point. But rest in peace to him. The maneuver the chopper was doing caused the rotors to hit the tail. Oh, shit. Okay.
I'll be right. I'm still here.
Alrighty, I didn't know that. He put that much stress on it that it caused the rotors to come down and catch the tail. I don't know that that's a good idea. Apparently we know now it's not a good idea because of what happened.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Fang.
Atlas is 4 away from hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I think.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me go along here. Give me 1 second here. I will pull up his account. Mr. Fang, that is not where you belong, sir. Come on. Come on. Be a good boy and get down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben is on Barry Cunningham's channel. Oh, my. More power to him. Here, we'll go here. It seems quicker to go in alphabetical order. There we go. If you're not subscribed to Atlas, please go and subscribe to him. Help him get over the 1,000 mark.
Please. He's got a deep voice that makes you sleep. Well, not really sleep. But he's got that deep, sexy voice.
That's her name. I knew I'd get it. Hi, Trilla says Wisconsin has 3 frames where Trump, J.D. Vance, and Pete Hegseth are supposed to be displayed. Ooh. That's surprising. I think Getty said they just finally put up the one down at his VA. They finally got the pictures up.
Oh, of Trump, yeah, they got one up of him. I'll see I'll see tomorrow if they got the other one up.
Jay says not 420 here yet, but oh well, smoke them if you got them. I'm sure the people who are partaking don't really. Almost said I didn't show up in the live chat on here, so I got to read it. It said Elmo said the cat heard that you get more views if you show a little ass. Laugh out loud. I got to show that video. Hold on. Let me pull that up. For those of you who are not on the Discord channel, so you missed out on the wonderful Elmo video.
I said you need to give Elmo 2 test tickles before shipping.
Test tickles? I thought you said... You like what you see, baby? Elmo's a man now.
Mate, I think you misunderstood me. I said you need to give Elmo 2 test tickles before shipping.
Test tickles? I thought you said... You like what you see, baby? Elmo's a man now.
Mate, I think you misunderstood me. I said you...
Whee! Jay says, haha, Elmo, you gotta break an egg on the glass. Oh my. So what's everybody got planned for this week? Anything fun, exciting?
Nope.
I don't know that I buy that. I
What?
just think it's really strange that Trump had a meeting with Putin and they discussed and said that they were okay and they weren't going to do any kind of attacks that I from what I've read, that's what the agreement was. But then all of a sudden Russia hits a city today with a huge attack that kills over 100 people. Supposedly they actually hit a church with a missile. I don't know. It just seems like maybe
If Ukraine's doing it.
Yeah, that's what I think it's more that I would believe that more than I believe Russia, because Ukraine has more to lose from a peace agreement right now. For all of you LSU fans, former LSU receiver Kyron Lacey is deceased at age 24. He was facing criminal charges from after a fatal car crash in December that ended the life of a 78-year-old man. It was a hit and run. He left the scene after it happened.
Damn.
So yeah, that's from what I understand. They're saying that the university did not disclose the cause of death, but from what I've read in other places, he took his own life. So,
Chicken shit.
It's sad, people make bad decisions, and later on in life they think they don't have another option, and instead of facing the music and just dealing with it, they Jay says, I don't believe any propaganda they tell us about that war. My Russian neighbor has friends in Ukraine, and he tells me that it's not as bad as they say. Yeah, you're right, Elmo. We won't find out the truth till later. The first casualty of war is always the truth. Remember that. So, let's see what else is going on. Okay, so we're supposed to be impressed with that. Celebrity-laden Blue Origin rocket, the big giant penis rockets from Jeff Bezos. Apparently he's sending Katy Perry and Gayle King and 4 other women to the edge of space. They're not going into space, they're going to the edge of space. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
Right? That's what I think. Why are they not actually going into space if they're supposed to be doing something really cool?
Kind of makes you wonder if there really is a firmament or not.
Yeah.
That the Bible talks about.
Alright, let's see here. Convalescing Pope Francis opens Holy Week with in-person greeting in St. Peter's Square. Yes, let's push the old man out in public and put him out among all those germs so he can get sick yet again. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I think somebody's trying to take him out.
I think so.
Jay said, oh shit, I'm not supposed to hope for a rocket to explode. Help me, Jesus, I have sinned. Oof. That's all I'm saying to that one. That's all I'm saying to that one is oof.
Jay's going to hell for that one.
Sudanese paramilitary attacks famine-stricken camps, killing at least 100. Wow. Apparently they have Did anybody else know that there was a civil war in Sudan? Because this is the first time hearing about it. It was a devastating escalation in a civil war that has killed tens of thousands, forcibly displaced 12.7 million people, and left 24.6 million people facing acute hunger. Huh. That's effed. Next, they'll want us to, send all kinds of support and jump over there and protect people. Nah, let them do their own thing. They need to figure shit out for themselves. Cirillo says he is not a real pope. Well, yeah, I can't say that well, here's the problem. I was talking to other people about this, and I don't think it's just the Pope. There's a lot of people inside the Vatican who are changing things, and it's not good. This whole Vatican II shit just blows my mind.
Yeah.
They're sitting there saying that you can be saved by proxy as long as you have a good conscience and you are living up to that. No. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says the only way to God, the Father, is through Christ. That is the only way you can be saved.
Yep.
Elmo says, I hope aliens don't intercept. Katy Perry's about to get an anal probe. Is that what you're saying, Elmo?
Yes.
Shadow Vatican, yeah. Seems to be a lot of shadow governments and shit like that going on. Elmo says,
Yeah.
aren't we out of popes? What was the prophecy? I forget the name of it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, bud. Sorry. Is that like the Da Vinci Code? Is that what you're talking about? Wasn't that supposedly based on a true story or something?
I think so. I started reading the book and then I didn't read it all. I don't even know where I put the book.
Oh, wow. So, Israeli military strikes Gaza City's last functioning hospital. Why are we attacking a hospital?
We're not supposed to. That's against Geneva Code.
It's completely unethical.
It's against Geneva Code, so they just did a war crime. Unless that they have absolute proof that the hospital was holding terrorists, they are not allowed to go after a hospital.
Even then, I think it should have been an on-the-ground thing and people going room to room and not...
Yeah.
But then again, who knows what would happen there? They probably would have still had issues with that. Brian Kemp is a rhino. Georgia, please do not send him into the Senate. Apparently, he's thinking about making a Senate run.
Oh, boy.
Israel, they did a strike on a hospital, the last operational hospital in Gaza. And Saturday Night Live, just, being their normal self, does the stupid fucking thing and attack Christians yet again. Ahead of Easter, Saturday Night Live's Trump, played by James Austin Johnson, says stocks did a Jesus and falling, rising, and falling again.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see. Visas revoked for students at universities in southern states amid crackdown. While not all the affected schools said immigration status changes were tied to activism, they come as the Trump administration cracks down on students who protest Israel's war in Gaza.
You know, I guess I don't know. Yeah, I don't buy into the whole anti-Semitism thing. That thing was brought up by the fake Jews. Let's be honest. The Khazarian Jews. And it's in the fucking Bible about them.
Well, I just... First off, we shouldn't even be involved in anything that has to do with that.
Yep.
I gotta be careful what I say.
That's why I was trying to be careful with what I say, because I don't care if you're Jewish, but if you're one of, like, Rothschild or whatever, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, the Rothschilds are just as bad as George Soros. They didn't
Well,
care if their own people were being slaughtered or not, as long as they were making money off of it.
Exactly. Them, the Rockefellers, even the Pasteurs that you barely hear about.
Oh, wow. Apparently, there was a roof collapse at a club in Dominican Republic, and the death toll is over 225 people. That's crazy. No, I'm not worried about it, Elmo. The visa thing, just like the whole thing with the Chinese student visas being revoked. They don't need to be here. If they're going to be spying for, the CCP, then they don't need to be here. Well, that's sad. The oldest known Pearl Harbor survivor dies at 106. Vaughn Drake Jr. of Lexington, Kentucky was 23 years old when he served as an Army engineer at Pearl Harbor more than 80 years ago. So rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace, sir.
Where'd this happen at? Georgia. Of course it did. Convicted murderer mistakenly released from jail, arrested in Florida. Catherine Guzman, who was sentenced to life in prison for the 2022 murder of 19-year-old Delilah Grayson in Georgia, was apprehended on Friday. So apparently he's back in prison where he belongs. So at least that's good. And an interesting thing, Jay said 106. Damn, did he have VA health care?
Oh,
Maybe.
God.
I think they started finally giving it out to them at the end there. Iran and U.S. agreed to more talks over Tehran's nuclear program.
There we go.
So here's what I understand, okay? Iran actually brought up a good point to the Trump administration, and I'm all good for it, right?
Yeah.
Iran says, why don't we push for all nuclear weapons to be done away with? And in a perfect world, that would be great. But unfortunately, do we trust every single group of people that we deal with in this world to actually follow through with that?
Nope.
Including our own government. Don't get me wrong. I don't trust our government. They could even say, hey, we got rid of them all, and then they've still got a stockpile of them.
Yeah.
Elmo said, Chris, if you were on a visa, they could kick you out for being the hide-and-seek champion. Sasquatch. I'm not very good at hide-and-seek. I kind of stick out too much. Whoa. Hey, puppy. Batman and Robin swoop in on con artist targeting tourists in London. Instead of hunting down high-profile masterminds, the iconic crime-fighting duo set their sights on low-level scammers swindling unsuspecting tourists in a classic high street hustle. Where was this at? Oh, in London. Yeah, I read that part already, didn't I? Hey! That's not nice, Jay. I smell good. I have my stuff in.
Have something in your ass later.
See, Jamie even watched me put it in. So I guess technically you could, but I would actually be a good smell, not a horrible smell, thankfully. London, they're used to fighting the likes of Joker, Riddler, and the Penguin, but Batman and Robin have left Gotham City and set their sights on a new breed of criminal in the streets of Britain's capital. Instead of hunting down the high-profile masterminds, the iconic crime-fighting duo set their sights on low-level scammers swindling unsuspecting tourists in a classic high street hustle. Footage shared by the London Metropolitan Police captured undercover officers dressed as the Dark Knight and his trusty sidekick swooping into action on the city's Westminster Bridge. Donning Batman's signature cape and cowl, Inspector Darren Watson weaved through the crowds of tourists before tackling a man running a fraudulent shell game akin to the notorious three-card Monty hustle. Okay.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, there's the dude. Oh my.
That's fucked up.
You can't just, fight crime as, police officers. Now we've got to dress up as Caped Crusaders. Oh my. The R2011 says I ate a dry brick with cement. Huh. Well, I bet that was tasty. I gotta scroll back all the way down through here to find out where I was at.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
I'm good. No, it's just my knees. I'm fine.
Boats called me a name earlier.
Oh yeah, what'd he say?
I sent him the Ryan, yeah, video. And I told him, I said he's not going to be happy with the next couple of days because they're calling for snow again up there. And he said it snowed up there yesterday. Called me an asshat. Why I gotta be an asshat?
Because you have to say it again. Yeah.
He says it was yummers. Cool. More power to you. There was a guy with mental illness that lived in Lancaster, and we used to watch him as we would go down through town as a kid, and he would be there at the restaurant chewing on their windowsill. Yeah. Yeah, we stayed away from that part of town.
I would too.
Elmo says that the brick sounds constipating. Jay says dry brick is the best remedy for diarrhea. Get with the times, Elmo.
Oh, God.
Okay, so here we go with the shit again. Idaho teen shot by police dies, family says. The shooting of Victor Perez, who had autism and cerebral palsy and was holding a knife at the time. Okay, where was the family that could have kept him from doing that? You know, this is the same shit that happened in Lancaster here a couple years ago, where they called for help and the cop just went up, knocked on the door. That's all he did. And the guy comes running out of the house and chasing after the cop with a knife. And then everybody cries because the guy got ended. No, sorry. Why did you not work to keep him on his meds like he should have been? And when he was not on it, when he went off of his meds, then you should have called earlier before he went into a full, complete meltdown. I don't understand it.
Yeah, people. I don't get people. Dooby dooby doo.
Sir, we have a problem here. This is not your table. Please stop pushing on my laptop.
I was like, bitch, fuck you.
Oh, why are we not hearing more about this? An American teen was killed by Israeli soldiers in the West Bank. The U.S. has said little about it. We have a U.S. citizen, a child, who was murdered in cold blood, one official told NBC News. Why should we not be treated equally as any other American? Okay, so it's not as cut as dry as they were trying to make it. It says, to his family, Amar Rabi was just a 14-year-old American boy picking almonds with two friends. But to the Israeli soldiers who ended him, the trio were three terrorists who were endangering civilians by throwing rocks at cars. Does that really give you the reason to throwing rocks at cars as a reason to shoot somebody?
No. Would have just sat them down and been like, hey, don't fucking do that. You're going to hurt somebody. And if they keep doing it, then fucking arrest them.
Yeah, that's just not okay to me. Sorry.
Because kids do something stupid or do stupid stuff all the fucking time. We did.
Hi, Animal Farm. Animal Farm says blessed Palm Sunday, my friends. Same to you, Animal Farm. Thank you. Elmo says you realize
Well,
when you leave America, you are not in America anymore, right?
yeah. Brady, shut up.
Well, I get that point, but that doesn't... I don't get it. There's a right way and a wrong way to deal with things, and that just seems like not the right way to deal with it to me, in my opinion.
Well, and in Israel too, they look at kids as subhuman. They don't. I mean, I can't say it on here. I'll post a little bit more about it on the Discord later.
Let's see, what else we got going on here today? Republicans plow ahead with anti-abortion agenda in states where voters approved constitutional amendments. Okay, whatever. That's a moot point to me. I don't care about that.
I just put what I was saying or trying to say, but I couldn't say because of the tube and chat.
Yeah. Animal Farm says when you live in a place where anyone could have explosives on them, I guess that is how you deal with it. I suppose.
I don't know.
Aw, those poor babies. Coachella festival goers complain of hours-long wait to enter the campgrounds. Doesn't that your heart just break for them?
Nope. Shut up, Brady.
Come here, puppy. Yeah, hello. Oh, wow. Yeah. Jake said, just look at Canada. They're pretty much like us, but just a lot more gay. Frontier Airline cuts flights after travel demand fell in March. Huh.
Hope they're not getting bought out anytime soon.
Yeah.
I actually like seeing the animals on their damn tails wings.
Yeah.
Brady, stop.
Florida district won't renew teachers' contract for using students' preferred name. Well, that's against the state's law, so yeah, I guess not. Diddy on trial, the fall of a hip-hop bad boy. Yeah, alright. He's bad, alright. It's not in,
Not the way you thought he was.
Any information on the house that exploded in Texas? I have not heard about that.
Nope.
RFK, before we go look that up, this is great. RFK Jr. calls FDA a sock puppet for industries and private speech to agency staff. I can't disagree with him.
Nope.
Cassie says, Jamie, your cat sounds like the cat on Simon's Cat.
Mhm. Okay.
Do you know that cartoon?
Yeah, I know. Yep, I do. I just have it. I would need to watch it again, hear it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is in Austin. At least 24 houses damaged after a house explosion in northwest Austin. A home in northwest Austin near the Great Hills neighborhood exploded Sunday before noon, officials say. 3 people were inside the home at the time of the explosion. Fire investigators are on scene to determine what happened.
So are those 3 deceased now, I guess?
Yeah, I don't see how you survive a house explosion.
Okay.
But
That was my brain being stupid.
no, valid question. Officials say at least 24 homes were damaged by the explosion and 6 people were injured. And officials say that just before 11:30, April 13th, multiple initial calls came in about a house that had blown up. When crews arrived in the 10,400 block of Double Spur Loop, they found a 2-story home that looked like it had exploded and was leveled to the
Who
ground.
the fuck?
I'm just ignoring them.
Okay.
When crews arrived, the neighboring house had also suffered severe damage. There was also a vehicle fire at the home that collapsed. Fire crews also extinguished spot fires in the collapsed debris. EMS said that's a total of 6 people were treated in connection with the explosion. 2 people from the collapsed residence are currently listed in critical and serious but stable conditions. A third person from the neighboring house is also in critical condition. Okay, what happened to the third person that was in the house?
I know, right?
Another person with minor complaints refused treatment from the scene. EMS also treated 2 firefighters for minor injuries. One was taken to the hospital, the other refused transport. Officials say at least 24 homes were damaged and 2 have been determined uninhabitable. Well, we'll say prayers for them. We don't know the cause of the explosion still. Texas Gas Service has confirmed that the home did not have a natural gas service. However, the home did have propane tanks, according to officials. Ooh, I bet it was a propane tank explosion. People don't realize you can't go around messing around with a propane tank. If you take and cause a spark and you have a small propane leak, you will blow yourself up. Just saying. But yeah, we'll pray for them and everyone affected by that, because that's sad. You don't like to hear about it. All right, let's find some funny stories.
That guy is a little weird. Just read his other comments.
Let me go look at something here while we're go to channel. Huh.
What?
Well, apparently he's 25 years old, according to this.
25-year-old in his mom's basement.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it from looking at the stuff that he's posting up here. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. Propane does have a smell to it. Elmo says, see, it's Texas, so you think propane. If Florida, you would think meth lab. And most likely be right. Just kidding. Oh, my. Wee.
Excuse me.
Let's look here. Giant rodents. This is down your way, Elmo. Giant rodents cuddle with visitors at the Capybara Cafe in Florida. You can go down there and cuddle up with the world's biggest rodent. I think you're thinking about radon, Jay. Radon doesn't have a smell.
Is that Big Mike? That's the rodent. I couldn't help that one.
Apparently, that's what they're starting to get over in Birmingham, England, since they have that big trash pile thing going on. Man loses.
Natural gas does have a smell. Well, it doesn't actually, but a lot of companies put in the rotten egg smell that Elmo is talking about. Because I've got a gas furnace, and they sent out Ameren sent out something saying, "Hey, we put in the rotten egg smell, so you know if we have a gas leak or not."
Interesting.
Yep. And I still have the letter. Oh, and it's Elmo's side job, so he knows.
Oh, okay, cool. Elmo gets paid to go fart in a jug, huh? So Boris Johnson, the Muppet from England that, tanked the
Yeah.
first Ukraine ceasefire, gets a surprise peck from an ostrich while on a visit to Texas.
Why is he in Texas?
He's probably visiting the bushes.
Get his pecker bushed.
Here's some interesting news from Philadelphia. Galapagos tortoises at Philadelphia Zoo become first-time parents at nearly 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
That would kill us.
I was remembered right? You mean I has remembered right? I'm kidding, Jay.
Elmo says, good idea to make it rotten egg smell. If they made it smell like bacon, we would all be screwed. Laugh out loud, right? We'd all be looking for the bacon.
Or it's bacon, boom.
Bodega cats make New Yorkers' hearts purr even if they violate state regulations. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He meant I was remembering right. Autocorrect still hates you. Autocorrect hates me in my mouth.
Escaped otter is home safe, but zoo says her pal is still on the loose. Huh.
It's at home with me.
Scientists hope a newly discovered flower will return after rain in West Texas. Okay. So this is the flower they're talking about.
That looks like a fucking snake or something with big eyes.
Jay says, haha, Jamie, get those punches while you can.
Hey, I'm being nice. I could be a lot more ow, fuck, my knee. I could be a lot more mean,
Oh,
but I'm
shit.
not. Ow.
You alright?
Yeah.
This article is from 2 weeks ago, but this is the first time I've heard about it. Child complains of monster under the bed. Babysitter then comes face to face with man hiding there.
Holy shit.
A babysitter looked under a bed to reassure a worried child that there wasn't a monster hiding there and came face to face with a man who wasn't supposed to be there, a sheriff's office in Kansas said in a news release. A 27-year-old was booked into jail this week after a struggle with the babysitter that knocked the child to the ground. The Barton County Sheriff's Office said deputies were called late Monday to the home near Great Bend, a city of around 15,000 in the western part of the state. The suspect was gone when they arrived, but the babysitter told them that the child had been complaining about a monster before she found the suspect. The man once lived in the home, but that there was a protection from abuse order issued against him to stay away from the property. Deputies searched but were unable to find the man until the next day when he was captured after a foot chase. Wow.
Pretty sure that's the kid's dad. That's the monster.
Right? How bad of a dad do you have to be to hear your kids calling you a monster?
Exactly.
Eight new Corvettes go missing from Kentucky car plant, but the conspicuous muscle cars are all found.
The fuck?
Okay, somebody in the business was joyriding, apparently.
That's interesting.
Royal Air Force engineer shamed by judge over theft of Paddington Bear statue. This ought to be good. London, they didn't look after this bear. In fact, two men who had been drinking kicked and yanked on a statue of Paddington, the fictional orphan bear who came to England from Peru until it broke in half. Then they took it. A judge on Tuesday chastised the duo, both military personnel, for being the antithesis of everything Paddington's character stands for. Daniel Heath and William Lawrence, both 22 and engineers in the Royal Air Force, admitting in Reading Magistrates Court that they were responsible for the March 2nd vandalism in Newbury, the hometown of Paddington creator Michael Bond. Paddington Bear is a beloved cultural icon with children and adults alike, Judge Sam Guzzi said. He represents kindness, tolerance, and promotes integration and acceptance in our society. Your actions were the antithesis of everything Paddington stands for. Okay. That's interesting.
Yep.
I guess our troll got bored. He left.
Yeah, we really didn't give much attention to him, so
Yeah, that's why I don't give much attention to them. If you don't pay them any mind, they just go away.
yeah. Now if they're doing what the other guy did, then yeah.
Okay, so kids news, fun articles. Let's see what we got here. Pokemon-shaped hot Cheeto sells for nearly $90,000. Some people have more money than brains, apparently.
Yeah, they do.
Beloved California bald eagle pair welcomes first eaglets in 3 years. Awesome.
Aww. Oh, covering a thing that says, we rise by lifting others. We don't bring each other down.
Nice.
Yep.
On June 3rd of 2025, the Goodyear blimp will be 100 years old.
Damn.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh collection auctions for over $100,000. A treasure trove of original Winnie the Pooh manuscripts, drawings, and letters sold for $108,000 on January 16th. The price was much higher than the $18,600 estimate. Okay. Giant pandas return to the National Zoo. Giant pandas are back at the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, D.C. after 15 months. 3-year-olds Bao Lang and King Bao made their debut to an excited crowd.
Did you see what Jay said?
Jay said, I didn't even get to block R2. Kind of disappointed. He might come back. We'll see.
If he does and he gets a little too crazier, get him.
Right? From orphans to soulmates, the heartwarming tale of two Amur tigers, Boris and Svetlana, a pair of rescued Amur tigers in Siberia, Russia, have reunited as mates after being separated for more than a year and over 100 miles. Cool. You've got to be kidding me. What is wrong with people?
Everything.
Apparently, duct tape banana, quote, art sells for over $6 million. Comedian, a conceptual artwork featuring a banana duct taped to a wall, fetched an astounding $6.2 million at a Sotheby's auction on November 20th, 2024. Oh my God. We're doomed. Society is doomed. There's just no other way about it. We're gonna go extinct because of our own stupidity.
Yep.
Shoot. From the Washington Post, weird but true. Kings of the underworld, alligators and sewer myth is true. Workers find out in jaw-dropping video. So this is the video that they saw that proves that, yes, there literally are alligators in the sewers. I bet. How many people do you think quit after that video came front?
Probably quite a few.
I ain't going to melt that down in there.
I wouldn't. Fuck.
Tourist caught having sex in the middle of the street. Can you guess where this happened? And here's the better part. Can you guess what nationality they were?
No.
Who are we fighting with right
French? Oh, who are we fighting with? Ukraine?
Who are we having a tariff war with?
Oh, China. Chinese. Holy shit.
A Chinese couple has been arrested after having intercourse in the middle of a Thai street in Thailand.
Oh shit.
I'm just happy it wasn't Americans for once.
Right? I've been like, damn, motherfuckers. Wait to go inside first before taking off your damn clothes.
Zhang, 67, and his partner Ling Ting Ting. God, this has to be a made up fucking.
It's like, what the fuck? Bing Tang Ow.
He's 67, she's 35. Well, apparently they couldn't wait to get inside because the pills were going to wear off too quick or something. I don't know.
Let's get it on.
Elmo says, I would think Florida location and ethnicity was meth. Jay says, excuse me, sir, your muffin top is showing. Hey, you leave my muffin top out of this. Damn shirt.
Oh, son of a bitch, dude. That was fucking
That's
hilarious.
a whole muffin, okay? That's not just a muffin top. That's a whole muffin there, pal. It's paid for. Oh, shit.
Don't start meowing, Brady.
I don't blame her. Yeah. Female drugger reveals she open carries while working out and urges other women to run with a pew-pew. Protect yourself, ladies.
Yeah. Definitely, you can't trust anybody.
I wouldn't do it if you're not in an area where you're allowed to do it. Okay? But if you're allowed to do it, do it.
Yeah, I don't need a concealed or anything. It's open carry. Free open carry constitutional in Missouri. So that's about the only good thing about the state.
Okay. If you live in this area, do not send your kids to this lady's house for Easter. This might make the Easter Bunny toss his jelly beans. A video of a content creator dyeing Easter eggs in her toilet bowl went viral
Ew!
this week, and the dirty dye job appalled many who deemed it extraordinarily unsanitary. Yeah, no. And Thomas, it's one of yours. Come claim her. Minnesotan Kate Heinzelman fills her toilet bowl with 24 eggs and lines. What the hell happened?
Oh, God.
Oh, something popped up here all of a sudden. It cut off the thing, but I got it back. Fills her toilet bowl with 24 eggs and lines its rims with bottles of food coloring and then proceeds to squirt the colored liquid into the bowl.
Yuck.
Yeah, my kids are not coming anywhere near her. Animal Farm says gross. Elmo says, Jay, leave Chris alone. It's the new fashion trend. Hey, you fucker. Just for that.
Woo!
Watch this. Put user in timeout. 10 seconds.
Oh, you just did that? You're such a prick!
Love you, Elmo. Let's see if I can even talk about this one. Oh. Influencer sexy photo shoot lands her in the ER. My butt was completely numb. I couldn't even sit.
What the fuck?
She almost froze her butt off, quite literally. Brazilian influencer Ravina Hanalia reported to the emergency room after developing frostbite on her bum during a frigid photo shoot in Spain.
Oh my. Wow.
Oh, good lord.
Spaniards.
Whee!
Oh, shit, man. Homo just laughed his ass off.
Oh, he doesn't put anything past me. He's known me too long. He's just surprised it was only for 10 seconds. I super commute to New York City every week. It's an exhausting 4,000-mile trip, but worth it. More power to you, dude. That's crazy to me, but... Okay, here's the disgusting reason why you should never wear new clothes without washing them. Shoppers beware.
Because people are nasty.
There's a fungus among us. They say if you lie down with dogs, you will get up with fleas. And now a retail worker warns that if you try on unwashed clothes, you're at risk for contacting this icky skin disease. When you buy new clothes, please wash them, begged content creator May Ricketts in a viral video. I know that when you buy something new, you just want to wear it, but I got ringworm from working in the fitting room of a big clothes retailer.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Jay says, dang, I can't bring Elmo's comment back. Chris has more power than I do. Jay says, because I always try on pants and fart in all of them.
You nasty bastard.
My wedding day was a complete disaster. I was injured, accidentally drugged, and had my veil destroyed. I think something was telling you not to get married.
Yeah, no shit.
Probably should have listened. Jay says, sometimes towards the end I run out of farts and it comes out a little creamy.
Oh, God. That's nasty, man.
Oh, good lord. Where's Fred? KFC introduces fried chicken flavored toothpaste. And it's selling out. That's wrong.
That's nasty, man.
Now the mashed potatoes and gravy I think would sell better. Elmo said, so that's where cream corn comes from. A China court auctions off 100 tons of live crocodiles for $500,000. But the winner must pick up the lot at their own risk. Oh my.
Okay, Jay, go pick it up.
Right? Australian surgeon fined for sharing picture of coma patient swastika tattooed penis.
The fuck?
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Jay says gator tastes amazing. Gator tail tastes amazing. Never had
Never tried it. Thank you, Minnesota.
Controversial restaurant offers up to 20% skinny discount if customers can fit their bodies through varying spaces. Oh my.
I've seen that. The skinny people get like maybe 1% off, but the fat people get like 100% offer. I don't know. Or no, it's the other way around. If you're skinny, I don't know. I don't remember. I've seen pictures of it.
Welcome back, Andrea. Andrea said, went
Welcome.
to the store and came back, and you're still on. Woohoo! Well,
Woohoo!
at least somebody's excited to see us.
Oh, hey, Andrea. Oh, fuck. Okay. By the way, I dyed my hair. See the red now. Looks purple.
London woman named after popular U.S. city claims people think it's a fake name. Okay. British church opens its door to pro wrestlers to attract converts. Oh, come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. Why would people take Christians seriously when they're doing stupid shit like this? I don't get it. I have the world's longest tongue. What I can do with it makes people scream in shock and horror. Stay away from my butthole.
Fred might like it.
Elmo says, Andrea, don't mention Chris's muffin top. He's sensitive. Uh-huh.
That's a 30-second ban.
There you go, Jay. Practice your skills there. I'll let you at your discretion. Animal Farm's puking about my my comment about staying away from my butthole with the tongue, I think.
Oh shit, where's the fucking... Oh, there it is. The fucker.
Oh, ew. What the hell is wrong with people?
Everything.
Satanist New Jersey janitor sentenced after putting shit and bodily fluid in kids' school food.
Ew.
He should be that should be a death sentence. Sorry. No, you're messing with kids. You could have gave them some kind of disease.
Could have killed them.
He needs to be on a sexual list. And of course, it's in Philadelphia. Oh no, New Jersey. But it says here, pled guilty to second-degree official misconduct and third-degree possession of child sex abuse material in January. Okay, why is he getting off so easily for this?
Because it's New Jersey and it's a democratic state.
And he looks exactly as you would expect him to.
That's why.
Well, there was another Satanist, 17-year-old from Wisconsin, I saw today, who killed both of his parents, stole their credit card, and was trying to buy items to assassinate Trump. Did you see that yet?
No.
Let me see if I can find the article. Yep, here it is. Okay, Wisconsin teen allegedly killed parents in extreme plot to assassinate Trump, FBI says. Nikita Cassett, 17, is accused of killing his mother and stepfather. Wisconsin teen allegedly killed his parents to obtain the financial means and autonomy necessary to off President Trump and overthrow the U.S. government. Not sure this kid really understands how government works, because just because you off the president doesn't mean you're overthrowing the government, because there's, other people steps down that take over for him. So again, the education system is failing these kids, and giving them this false hope that, just be, damn it, Whiskers, come here. That's it. That's it. Come here. I've had enough of you moving my laptop. You're the reason they can see my muffin top, you little shit. Elmo said exposing children to biohazardous material 1 year for each child and or person attending school there. No. I think he should be buried underneath the prison. That's a crime against humanity.
Yeah. Firing squad.
Dude from South Carolina did that. He opted for firing squad over other ways of being executed.
Yeah.
I think it just happened like last week or 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Animal Farm says the kid that did that, who killed his parents, looked creepy. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Elmo. And you're right. Being sentenced like that I guess they should be tortured as well over the years. A quick death is too painless and merciful for some people, I believe.
I think that's why that one guy decided the firing squad, because I think he realized he did a fucked up thing and wanted the worst thing possible, because you feel the pain at first with the shots.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's the worst thing we've done so far, Elmo, is taking and protecting these people from general population. I don't agree with that at all. If you do something stupid like that, knowing that you're doing something wrong, you're taking your own life into your own hands at that point, and it's your problem, not anyone else's.
Yeah.
Can you see this little shit over here on my bag? He's completely
Casper?
crashed out. Yeah, it's Casper. Him's completely crashed out. They love laying on my medicine bag. Even in the house, Pika, Cinder, and JR, they just, for some reason, love laying across the top of the bag. I don't know if it's the way that the pill bottles line up, that it feels good against them or something, but...
Yeah. As Simba's crashed out right now, she's in the corner on my bed.
Animal Farm said not if they go for the brain. Yeah.
They don't really go for the brain first.
Yeah.
It's usually everywhere else, and then...
When you're doing death by firing squad, you go for center mass. So you're going for the chest area on most people. Just because you're guaranteed hits there 90% of the time. Headshots are... You have to be almost an actual marksman to do that shot. Now, a lot of places actually have it set up where they do the aiming before they're even brought out. They measure where he's going to be at and all this other stuff. And they don't actually leave it up to the people to aim. The guns are already aimed where they're going to be. And they actually just have like strings that are attached. And sometimes they don't even, it's one bullet. And they have like 5 people pull strings, so none of them know who actually pulled the string that actually shot and ended the person.
Yeah.
So, because they couldn't get people to volunteer to do it. People didn't want that on their conscience. So this way it gave people a way of doing it where they didn't have it on their conscience. They couldn't, because they could, deniable plausibility. I didn't do it. It was the other guy,
Yeah.
What the hell's Lori doing? I'm going to have to give her hell.
Don't know.
She did a risky drive, according to Life 360. I gotta love when that shit pops up.
Has it shown up about me in a risky drive yet?
Not yet. It showed up about Mom, and I laughed. Well, it says it about me, and I don't even drive, right? It's because of phone use.
Yeah.
When we're on the phone, they consider that risky, and I'm like, really? I'm not even driving. I'm in the freaking passenger seat, you assholes.
It has done phone usage on me, so I guess I don't know. But I've done a hard brake and rapid acceleration.
Yeah, it tells me all that stuff. Here, let me show you what I see. Okay, so anybody that's on my list, I can click on your name. So we'll click on Jamie since she's here. And it gives me a weekly driver's report. And I can actually go back and it'll show me all the different drives that you've done.
Yeah.
And that one right there says Risky Events 1. And we click on it and it says, I guess the phone usage is one they're calling a risky event.
Yeah.
And it even tells me where it was. It was at West Ash Street at 2:15.
I think it was me trying to change a song on my Spotify. I had it on my little thing, so I wasn't like actually holding it out of or pulling it out of my pocket. It was already out in the open.
Gotcha. So
That's my risky.
hi, crackhead.
Hi.
Hi, crackhead.
This crackhead has my sweatshirt on.
It's the only thing big enough and loose enough that it doesn't bother me. You smell good.
Well, thank you.
Hi.
Jamie says hi.
Hi. It's the only thing that's loose enough that doesn't bunch up against it. My sweatshirts won't fit.
When's the last time you had ice on it?
Before you came out. I don't need ice right now.
Almost says I don't need a car to tell me I'm braking too hard or driving too fast. I got a wife for that. Oh, shit. Elmo's going to get beat.
I'm trying to hold off and take another oxy.
You need to just take another 2 Tylenol for now.
That's what I said. I'm holding off on taking oxys.
You're doing good with not taking them. So if you don't need to take it, we're not going to give it to you.
I did try and do something stupid.
Huh?
I did try to do something stupid.
Well, that's not surprising.
Went to reach for the french fry seasoning with the wrong arm.
Huh.
Good job.
I tried reaching with this one.
Jamie said good job.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Well, hi, Casper.
I need Cass, they don't want your ass.
There you go, Jamie. You got some balls. Is that Boo
Follow
on?
fact Johnny.
No, that's Kath. That's mommy. That's mommy. Come here, baby girl. Come on. No, let go of my pants. Thank you. Hi, honey. Can you please move, Cass? He's eating in front of the camera. That's the only reason he's even up there.
Move. Cass. Move your ass.
There's mommy.
Hi, mommy.
Here's Callie.
Can I get a drink?
Andrea said hi, Caitlin.
Who?
Andrea said hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Andrea. I need to. Oh. Hello. One-hander here.
You can use your other
Aw.
hand. Stop babying yourself. Elmo won't get beat. His wife is cool as he is as cool as he is. Make sure she hears that, Elmo.
Make sure that, and then I had to get a cast iron skillet out of the oven. I
Why?
couldn't get it with the left hand, so I had to grab both hands.
Why did you have to get the cast iron skillet out of the oven?
Nana is doing potatoes in the oven. Go with dinner.
Okay, then why didn't you come and get me and I would have came and got it?
I don't know. She's like, you can do it. So yeah.
Jay says, hi, cat. Elmo says she won't hit me. She would hurt her hand on my head. Depends on which head she hits you in there, pal.
Hi, Jay.
She hits you in that lower one, she'll drop you in a second.
The orange cat's trying to cover his face.
Oh, yeah. I'll feed the garage. Go ahead and put it there.
Come on.
What?
Trying to get over and oops. Sorry, Boo.
Did you just drop food on Boo's head?
Yeah.
Katie's dropping cat food on the cat's head.
Which one? Get out?
Alright, just set it up on the thing there. And I'll feed the garage when I'm done here. We're almost done.
I'm gonna go check the mail.
It's Sunday, Caitlin. There is no mail.
Did you check it yesterday?
Yes, I got the mail yesterday. But thank you.
Oh yeah, you did. Duh. Never mind. My brain is so dead. It's not even funny right now.
I almost said, would that count as testicles? Laugh out loud. Oh, man.
Yes.
Well, she would definitely be testing your testicles there.
Yeah, my brain is so dead right now. It's not even funny. Apparently, also, Nana wants to take me with her when she goes to get flash foods from Giant.
Yeah, go along.
Okay.
Grab my debit card and grab a thing of chocolate syrup. Please. No, don't say you'll think about it. Just get it done.
My brain remembers.
Andrea says, you have a hard head, huh, Daniel? Well, I'm not touching that one. I am not touching Daniel's head. I don't want to know how hard it is.
Which head?
Either one. I'm good. I don't need to know.
Fuck. That was...
Alright, let's go to X and see what's going on X today. There should be something interesting going on, huh?
As usual.
Inez Stepman says, while we're talking about Obama, let me tell the youths that we once had high deductible plans for like $80 a month that covered 100% of expenses past $5,000, and Obama made those illegal because he said they had to cover birth control and restless leg syndrome. Okay, then.
What?
That doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
I mean, Restless Leg Syndrome kind of sucks. I have it, I think. I don't know.
Oh, this is hilarious. This poor cat is so confused by this picture.
No.
Look at the cat's face. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I see it.
But they zoom in on it at the end here. He's like, what the hell? Oh my. Elmo says, I actually got jumped before. They tried hitting me repeatedly in the back of the head with an axe handle. It didn't work out well for them. Jay said, because you stood up talking with a crazy Elmo voice. Elmo's angry!
Good Lord. Elmo. Tickle me, Elmo. No, I sounded fucked up. Where's my Brady? He's actually not meowing right now. I better knock on wood. Nope, I just woke up Simba by doing that. Sorry, Simba.
Gunther Eagleman just reposted a thing that said, kudos to the Polish people. Breaking, millions of Poland's send chilling warning to EU globalists. Poland belongs to the Polish. And there's a crowd of Polish people holding their flag in the middle of the streets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you won't see that in the United States, will you?
Nope.
They'd all be out there with Mexican flags and all kinds of other flags.
Hi, Brittany. Of course, as soon as I get him in here, he meows and then he goes for his food. Dildo. Doo-doo-boo.
Oh my. I'll just put this up here and let you say what you will.
Ew. Damn. It's true, though.
Mr. Watermelon Head there. Jay says Uncle Elmo has a game to play. Elmo says Homie the Clown style, Jay. Elmo don't play that. Elmo don't play that.
Elmo don't play that.
Elmo no homo.
Elmo loves
here's the picture of the kid from Wisconsin.
Dude, what the fuck?
He definitely looks like he's part of an evil satanic group, doesn't he?
Yeah. Let me show you something. Okay, now you got light back. It was like you got real dark. And then it came back, the light came back on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guntherman Eagleman said, dudes who vote for Democrats are skinny jean wearing, soy latte drinking, lactating fucks.
Brady. Brady. Come here. Come here. Brady. Where's my boy? Right, you dick. Brady? He's mad at me. Doesn't he, Jay? And Elmo said, I thought you couldn't show vaginas on YouTube. He had to brush his eyebrows twice to get all the crusties out.
Wow. 3 women arrested for destroying restaurant after being told it was $1.75 extra for dipping sauce. We have raised such an entitled group of people who have been catered to their entire fucking lives and never told no, that they think that everybody is supposed to do exactly what they want.
Brady. Hi, buddy.
Somebody posted, hi Jody. Somebody posted, if our tariffs can cause a worldwide recession, that means the whole world was living off of us.
Hi, Brady. You my boy. Oh, yeah. He's rubbing up against the phone, saying hi to everyone. Hi, pretty boy.
Controversial ingredients in Reese's Easter eggs. Soy lectin emulsifier likely derived from GMO soybeans and extracted with hexane and neurotoxin. TBHQ, preservatives that may harm the immune system and increase the risk of food allergies, banned from food in other countries. Vanillin, artificial vanilla flavor is made from wood or petrochemicals. And citric acid, heavily processed preservative made from sugar fed to fungus, a GMO black mold, not fruit. It can
Stop,
contribute
Brady.
to leaky gut or make it hard to heal from leaky gut. Well, now I don't want Reese's peanut butter eggs anymore. I haven't been eating a lot of candy lately, so I've been doing pretty good on that part, you know.
Yeah. The only ones I like really eat are the Nerds gummy clusters. They're good. But I eat those on rare occasions.
An investigation has been launched on Jasmine Crockett because they're wondering how she has made multiple millions on on a congressman's salary. Yeah, Elmo, pretty much. Unless you make it yourself, you don't know what's in it.
Buddy.
Where is the 100 billions? Zelensky claims 100 billion out of the 177 billion we gave them is missing. He doesn't know what happened to it.
His wife has it.
Probably put it up his nose with all the freaking white powder he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out about the stock market. The stock market isn't the end-all, be-all about our economy. And people need to realize that. The stock market, it props up other countries more than it actually props up our economy.
Come on, Bubba. I'm gonna go grab something.
So,
and then I'll come back. Oh.
Yeah, Elmo's right. Elmo says, I think all politicians should be investigated on their finances. Yep.
Yeah.
How are you making millions of dollars when you're only making $100,000 a year? Something
Exactly.
is not right. Oh, this is good news. This is how we'll end the show, with good news.
Okay.
MSNBC fires more top liberal anti-Trump hosts.
That's good.
MSNBC has confirmed that host Jen Psaki will be moving to a new primetime slot as part of a significant network overhaul. Really? She should be gone too.
Yeah.
That sees the departure of outspoken Trump critic Joy Reid, Psaki, the former press secretary of Biden. Yeah, we know about that shit. When's this from? That happened a while ago, didn't it? John Rich says, my grandparents were hilarious. Sure do miss them, but I love going back and looking at the memories. Apparently that's his grandma and grandpa.
Interesting.
Doing the pitchfork, I froze. Andrea says I froze.
You didn't. Not on my end, at least.
That's possible, Animal Farm. Animal Farm says nope. It probably was never sent, but switched to Joe's family's bank account. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit. The Panda diapers.
Whiskey bottle, ice cream, the removable dentures, stock tips. Oh my. All right, that's how we're going to end today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Yep. And enjoy yourself from all the bullshit we deal with every day.
Oh my. We try and take your mind off of stuff. Even though we talk about stuff, we still try and make it funny.
Yeah.
So, but hey, have a great night. And I will see you at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a great night, everybody. Peace. Thanks for being here, Jamie.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody.
No problem.
Appreciate y'all. Later.